Hello and welcome to the channel. This is CBSE Class 9, Lesson 1, The Fun They Had. The story is set in the future in 2157, where Margie, an 11-year-old girl, and Tommy, a 13-year-old boy, live in a world where education happens at home through mechanical teachers, means computers. One day, Tommy finds an old printed book in his attic about schools from centuries ago. Margie, who hates her mechanical teacher because it gives her tough geography tests, is curious about the book. The book describes old schools where human teachers taught groups of children in a building, and kids learned together, played, and helped each other with homework. Margie finds this idea strange but exciting. She imagines how much fun it must have been to go to school with other kids and have human teachers, unlike her boring mechanical teacher. The story ends with Margie daydreaming about the fun kids he had in those old schools, while her mechanical teacher starts a new lesson. The story is set in the year 2157 in a future world where children learn at home using mechanical teachers, which are like big computer screens that teach lessons and give tests automatically. The main character is Margie, an 11-year-old girl who writes in her diary on May 17, 2157, about how her friend Tommy found a real printed book. So, this book is very old with yellow, crinkly pages, and the words stay still on the paper instead of moving like on a screen. Margie's grandfather had told her that long ago all stories were printed on paper and people turned pages by hand. Tommy, who is 13 years old, thinks printed books are a waste because after reading you throw them away, unlike their television screens, which are like e-readers that can hold a million books and last forever. Margie agrees, as she hasn't seen as many telebooks or electronic books as Tommy. She asks where he found it in his house attic and what it's about. Tommy says it's about school. Margie hates school and is scornful about a book on it. He hates her own school even more now because her mechanical teacher keeps giving her geography tests where she does poorly. Her mother called the county inspector to fix it. The inspector is a friendly, round man with tools who takes the teacher apart, gives Margie an apple, and fixes it quickly. Margie hoped he couldn't fix it, but he does. The worst part for her is the slot, where she inserts homework in a punch code. A special code she learned at 6, and the teacher marks it instantly. After fixing, the inspector tells Margie's mother that the geography lessons were too fast for Margie, so he slowed them to a 10-year-old level. He says her overall progress is good. Margie is disappointed because she wanted the teacher removed, like the Tommy's teacher was taken away for a month due to a history problem. The She asks Tommy why anyone would write about school. Tommy explains superiorly that it's about old schools from centuries ago, not their kind. In those days or in those schools, teachers were human men, not machines. Margie is shocked. A man as a teacher. She thinks men aren't smart enough, but Tommy says his father knows as much as his teacher. In old schools, teachers didn't live at home. All kids went to a special building, learned the same things if the same age, sat together, and helped each other. Margie argues that teachers should be adjusted to each child's mind, as her mother says, but Tommy says it wasn't like that back then. Margie gets interested and wants to read more, even though she denied not liking it. But her mother calls her for school, and Tommy leaves with the book, saying maybe she can read it later. Margie goes to her schoolroom next to her bedroom. The mechanical teacher is always on at the same time daily, except weekends, for regular learning. It starts an arithmetic lesson on adding fractions and asks for yesterday's homework. While doing it, Margie sighs and daydreams about old schools. Kids from the neighborhood coming together, laughing in the schoolyard, learning the same things, helping with homework, talking about it, and going home together. Teachers were real people. She thinks about how much fun those kids must have had, unlike her lonely mechanical teacher or school. The story ends with her lost in thought as the teacher explains fractions, imagining the fun of the past. Thank you very much.